do this. Alright. What's up everybody? Welcome to another video and welcome to part 4 of the Dreamin story. Now in this episode we had quite a bit of fun. So what we did is we took Dreamin to Ile du Bois Park and Lake Ray Roberts along with 2 other horses so that he had some company, and introduced him to some trails. Now the trails there are not too hazardous, so it wasn't very challenging, but it was definitely a good experience for him. He enjoyed the experience thoroughly. There were a few things that he questioned, but he's very curious at the moment. It seems like the more that we expose him to new things, the more curious he is about other things. I would say that the other 2 horses that we brought along, one is a young 3-year-old that we're preparing for the triangle sale, and he's quite green, so it was, you know, it was more of a spur of the moment to say, let's bring him along and see how he does. And he surprisingly did very good, except gave us quite a funny blooper. Which, if you stay tuned until the end of the video, you're not going to want to miss what happened with him once he was introduced to the lake. But anyways, I'm not going to tell you more about this. I'm going to keep this a surprise. The other horse that we brought along, we expected him to be sort of the leader. And he turned out to be quite chicken about everything and very anxious and very scared. So it's going to be probably my next project to work on and really, you know, get this horse to tolerate a little bit more of these things. But Dreamin turned out to be sort of the leader of the pack. He didn't really spook or got scared of anything, so it wasn't very challenging, and it was a very good experience all around. So let's look a little bit at what happened, and at the same time, while I was videoing this, there was a lot of things going through my mind of the things that a horse should know, or how to handle certain situations that you may encounter while out on a trail or while doing some versatility stuff that is something different than working around an arena or chasing a cow. So let's go and get Dreamin, because now we're going to ride him, and I'm going to, at this point, Dreamin has been ridden by the kids. Has been ridden without a bridle, without a saddle, chasing cattle. He's been going through the trails. He's been going around doing all kinds of things, but he hasn't been really tuned up or trained on in the last few weeks. So what I'm going to do is give him a little tune up and go over all of the things that he should know very well and get all this working properly again. And I'm going to take this opportunity to go over all of these things that to me are very important in a horse, whether you're doing, no matter what discipline that you're doing. These are the things that I consider very important to be able to do in order to have a horse that's very functional and that's going to be excelling at whatever you ask him to do. So this is probably not going to be available on YouTube, unfortunately, but if you are subscribed to the Comfort Zone Horse Training video series, the full collection and the full series of these exercises that I'm going to do with Dreamin later on today are going to be uploaded on there in the coming week. So anyways, let's go and get him, and let's talk about the situations that I had in mind yesterday that I felt that it was good for me to share with you how to handle these situations should they occur. Let's do this. So the thing that was going on the most in my mind is when horses are faced with something that they're scared of. So whether it's in a riding arena, like a young horse is scared of a banner, or if you're out in the trails and a horse is scared of an object that's there, there's various approach you can take to to overcome their fear. And there are some exercises that you can do and tools that you can work on that you can use when in order to get your horses broke with that. And so, but this is not what I want to talk about today. What I want to talk about today is the attitude or the state of mind that you need to be in whenever you encounter one of these things. So if you're out there, let's say in the trails, and your horse has never really crossed over some water, or he's afraid to cross over water. So the way that I feel that is the best way to, ideally, if the water isn't really deep and your horse is really not wanting to go over this water, probably the best way is to get off, walk through it, lead him through it, so he understands that once he knows that it's okay, then he's probably not going to be afraid. Another good way is to have another horse with you that will go through it so that he can see that it's okay. And so these are obviously the easiest way. But if it's the same as going in the pond like we did here, or going in the lake like we did yesterday, this you sort of have to push him to it, and that's okay, because you use the pressure release method just the same as teaching a horse that doesn't want to go into the trailer or is afraid to get into a trailer. You know, the pressure release method on the lead rope. It's the same thing that you do there. So what you do is that when the horse has the intent of, or the curiosity of, or you know, is thinking about it, then you want to release the pressure. You don't want to be applying pressure at that point in time, okay? Because the horse is thinking. So when the horse is trying to escape that, he doesn't want to go there, so he's trying to go left, right, or back. This is when you close the doors using your aids, either your legs or your hands. So obviously, the broker your horse is at that time, the easier it's probably going to be for you to help him and encourage him to go through whatever you want him to go through and give it a chance. Also, another suggestion is that a lot of the times, if you're going to be putting your horse to something through this that he's never, you know, been exposed to that, and it's quite a green horse or whatever, I would make sure that you don't go at it with a horse that's very fresh, okay? Get the fresh out of your horse ahead of time. Now, the other aspect of it is when a horse is afraid of something that's stationary, such as a banner on the wall. Now, often I see horses coming by a banner or towards a banner and then just shying away from them. And so what I see most of the time is that people will just, the same as trying to walk over something, through something, is they'll try and do the pressure release method by pushing them towards it. And in some cases, it's okay if the horse shows curiosity, it's a little bit scared of it, but not really afraid of it like too much, then you can try that. But most often, I feel that it's a little bit the same as if, let's say, you are leading your young child through some scary place, and then when he kind of freezes and he's like, whoa, that scares me. Well, I feel like at that point in time, what I would prefer to do with my kid is take him by the hand, take the lead, and go and show him that it's okay and bring him along with me. And then once we're there and he sees that it's okay, then I would get back on the horse at that point, and then usually it's okay. But I see people making matters worse by trying to push the horse towards that thing that makes them scared, and that usually creates more problem. And so I find it illogical, because I feel like that if it was their kid and it would be because, let's say, they're afraid of going through something, instead of leading them to it and showing them it's okay, it would be the same as if they were trying to shove them in there. And I just feel like that is not the right approach. So try to use common sense whenever you're facing something that's worrying your horse or scaring your horse. Use the pressure release method, but use it wisely. Do not push past the pressure point, and be a good judge when it comes to why they're not wanting to go through it, and at which point in time they need a little bit more of a, you know, of a smack in the butt, or when they need you to back off and you know, and wait it out, or when they need you to step off and lead them towards something to show them that it's okay. So I hope that makes sense. I just been having that on my mind in the past few days, and it's the kind of things that we've encountered with the horses that you know, that we've been taking out of the arena and exposing them to new things. And so anyways, again, I hope that makes sense. So rant over. Now let's go over there and saddle him up. All right, so we just got done recording the entire series on what I consider all of the fundamental exercises for me to consider a horse really broke. Now I'm going to upload these on the Comfort Zone Horse Training video series, so it'll be available for you to go watch on there. Part 5 of the Dreamin story is going to include a summary of all of those exercises, and I'm kind of got to go through them and try to keep this within a 10-minute time frame, but there's over an hour of content being uploaded to the Comfort Zone Horse Training video series, really going in depth. And I thought that it was a nice thing to do, also to offer to the next to the next owners of Dreamin, for them to have something to fall back on and go back and look and see what it is that I did to keep them tuned up and ready to go. I'm pretty gassed right now, so that's why that I got myself a little espresso here so that I had enough juice to do this outro. But anyways, as promised, let's have a little fun and watch Bunny there make a funny decision there once he found the guts to go in the water and decided to have a good time. So enjoy this, and we'll be right back.
Bunny is a wild child.
Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that gave you a laugh, because it sure did gave us a huge laugh. We had a great time out there, and it was a great experience all around, and it's just very refreshing for us as trainers, and definitely for the horses. So again, one more time, I encourage you to get out there, have some fun with your horses. I think it'll go a long way, and it could probably benefit you more than a full week of training in an indoor arena or on outdoor tracks. So again, I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for part 5. We're going to be going over all of the exercises and tools that I do and use on this horse to keep him sharp and ready to go. And with that said, if you want to know more about the program, please visit Comfort Zone Horse Training video series. And if you're not subscribed to it, give it a shot. 7-day free trial. You can browse all the content, suck it in as much as you can, and if it's not working for you, then you can just cancel it. No strings attached. And if you are not subscribed to this channel, please do so, as it helped me grow my audience. And if you found this video, if you found some value in this video, then please give it a like. And with that said, I think I'm gonna go have me a TX whiskey. Now, cheers everybody, and see you in the next one.